This is Baxter the emo demon. He has gotten some plastic surgery done to his face after last time we saw him, and somehow he still looks like a wrinkly nutsack. Baxter was thinking about the day he swore to be a menace because his father gave him a whooping and people laughed at him.
I'll beat the bricks off him, bro, for real.
He swore to be Earth's biggest menace that day and was going to start today. He wasn't going to get revenge on his dad right away, thought. His two brain cell father was staring at the wall and randomly sat with Baxter. He asked Baxter, what is he doing today? Baxter replied nothing, and his dad said, "Bro, when I was your age, I was clapping cheeks like this." Baxter said, "Nah, Dad, I'm freakier than that. I'd be busting fat nuts on houseflies." His dad was disgusted and told him to go say hi to the neighbors who were on their porch. Baxter thought one of the girls there were cute, so he said bet and invited them over for some pie. He wasted no time and told her to sit on the couch with him, and Baxter started rizzing and said,
"Hey, baby, let me cut my wrist and let my blood cover your titties."
It was El Riz, and she cringed and got weirded out by him. It was so cringe she couldn't even look him in the face anymore. Baxter felt so disappointed he went to his room and started crying because he has El Riz. Later on, Baxter went to the kitchen and noticed the girl he has a crush on was getting rizzed up by this other guy. He aggressively ate some pie as his mind rushed with ideas of what to do to this bozo rizzing up his crush. He put his plate in the sink and told him to come here, and when he stood up, Baxter didn't hesitate and hit his nuts with the ultimate Mortal Kombat finisher and did Taekwondo combo breakers on his nuts.
One eternity later.
Baxter did this for hours on hours, and eventually finished him off and kissed him on his forehead, and he dropped to the ground devastated about what just happened. His crush and his other neighbor stared in disbelief and looked at Baxter as a monster, and that's exactly what Baxter wanted because that's what he is in his head. His balls hurt so bad he thinks Baxter must have popped one of them. He tried to rizz Baxter's crush up again, so Baxter sat next to him and started talking to his crush again. It looks like she was feeling him now after seeing his nut-busting skills, but now Baxter wants no parts. The dude was so scared of Baxter he was about to cry, but instead they all left eventually. The dude even walked differently after what Baxter did to him. He was walking like a straight-up bitch now. Baxter had so much darkness inside and wasn't done being villainous and saw people fishing near his house. They were too peaceful and happy for him. And Baxter didn't like that. He desperately started plotting something malicious against them. He started getting that demonic look in his face and knew things were gonna get ugly. He walked over to her like a villain and didn't even say hi and just stood in front of her and cocked his ass back ready for launching and did this.
Baba. Farba. Oh.
He fucking murdered her just like that, and his weird ass enjoyed it. Baxter thought about what he just did. This wasn't his first body, but it was definitely his most devious murder, and then got on his phone and started playing Candy Crush. The Grim Reaper came and looked at Baxter and sighed and started tweeting about his weird ass on Twitter. The Grim Reaper couldn't wait till Baxter's time came. Baxter then started tweaking. He felt something was wrong and whipped out a kitchen knife out of his ass, ready for blood, and he realized someone witnessed him murder that girl. The lady started panicking when she noticed this white, spoiled, milk-looking devil saw she witnessed all of this and ran for her life. Baxter chased after her, and sadly, his emo speed was simply faster than her, and he caught up to her but ran past her. She was shocked, but then Baxter called his mechanic to bring in his car, and then he ran her ass over. Baxter then went home and went to sleep laughing, dreaming about ripping his dad's nipples off one day. His dad came in his room in booty shorts because there was a stench coming from Baxter's room, so he came to see what's going on, but Baxter just smelled like shit.
Join the Discord, link in the description.